are you right now?
Where? I'm at the funeral home. I told you my mother passed away.
Oh, yeah. So?
So what?
I'm asking what time you're coming back.
I can't come back today.
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Don't you remember we have the family gathering today?
Yes, I know, but...
Then why are you saying you can't come back?
Because my mother just died.
You're going to skip the family gathering over a funeral?
Over a funeral? Helen, my mother passed away less than 24 hours ago. The funeral is happening right now.
I don't care about your excuses. Your Aunt Patricia is coming all the way from out of state. Your Uncle Robert and his whole family will be there. They're all expecting to see you.
I'm sure they'll understand given the circumstances.
Understand? Understand? The only thing they'll understand is that you're a disrespectful daughter-in-law. Do you know how embarrassing this is for me? I already told everyone you'd be helping with the food.
You told them I'd be helping without even asking me first?
Of course I did. That's what daughters-in-law do. Stop making such a big deal over your mother dying. It's pathetic. People die all the time. You just deal with it and move on.
That's an incredibly heartless thing to say.
Heartless? I'm being realistic. The family gathering was scheduled first, wasn't it? You're breaking your promise. Seriously, you have no manners.
Why do I have to hear this?
Because you're a thoughtless idiot, and don't you dare talk back to me. I'm the one who should be angry here. Who's going to do all the housework if you're not there? Who's going to serve the drinks, set up the tables? Did you think about any of that? No, of course not. You only think about yourself. Just get back here now!
I already told you I can't. I'm attending my mother's funeral. This isn't negotiable.
Enough! We took you in as our daughter-in-law, and this is how you repay us after everything we've done for you.
Took me in? What exactly have you done for me?
Are you seriously asking me that? We welcomed you into this family. We gave you a place in our lives. Mark told me everything. That you're a useless wife who can't even do housework properly. That he has to do everything around the house. Ugh, why did Mark marry someone like you? He could have had anyone. Anyone! If I'd known you were this defective, I never would have approved of the marriage. I was completely deceived. You put on such a good show when we first met, acting all sweet and respectful. Well, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
What does my mother have to do with this?
What? Oh, please, you know exactly what I mean. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but honestly, she had absolutely no class. Unlike me, I remember meeting her at your engagement party. The way she dressed, the way she talked. So uncouth. I guess when you're raised by someone so low class, you end up as defective as you are.
That's enough. I can tolerate you insulting me. But insulting my mother, especially right now?
I told you not to talk back, and it's not an insult. I'm giving you legitimate, justified criticism. The fact that you see it as an insult and refuse to reflect on yourself, that's exactly your problem. You never take responsibility for anything. You always play the victim. Anyway, just to get back here, I'll educate you from scratch. Clearly your mother failed in that department.
I already told you I can't, and I won't.
You. Do you still not understand after all my explaining? There's a limit to stupidity. Stop wasting my precious time. I have better things to do than argue with an ungrateful brat. If you don't come back, I'll make Mark divorce you.
Understood.
Huh, finally. When you get back, you'll start with an apology on your knees in front of the whole family, so everyone knows how sorry you are.
No, you misunderstood.
Huh? What do you mean, misunderstood?
When I said understood, I meant I'll divorce him.
What? How dare you?
Why are you surprised? You're the one who suggested it. You said if I don't come back, you'll make Mark divorce me. Well, I'm not coming back, so that's that. Thank you for everything. Though I have nothing to be grateful for, only resentment. But I'll thank you as a courtesy.
You think you can just walk away? You think Mark will choose you over me? You said it. I'm really going to make you divorce him now.
I already told you I understand. I've made my choice.
You better be ready, you worthless wife. You'll regret this.
Mark,
Sarah, what's wrong? I saw Mom's been messaging you.
we're getting divorced.
What? What are you talking about? Is this a joke?
Your mother hasn't told you yet? Well, anyway, that's what's happening.
What do you mean that's what's happening? Explain it to me properly. This doesn't make any sense.
Your mother told me that the family gathering is more important than my mother's funeral. She insulted my mother, called her low class, said she had no manners, and told me if I don't come back immediately, she'll make you divorce me. So I chose divorce. That's all there is to it.
Wait, what the hell is this? You can't just spring this on me. Is this really what you want? To divorce me?
Yeah, I'm just done with everything.
Why? We've been together for 5 years.
I never want to deal with that woman again.
Don't say that. She just said some mean things. You know how she gets sometimes.
Just? Did you just say
No, I mean...
just? She insulted my mother, and you call that just? My mother, Mark, who just died.
That's not what I meant. It was just a figure of speech. Just calm down. Let's talk about this rationally. She's your mother-in-law, too. You can't just say you'll never deal with her again.
Well, you're right. She is my mother-in-law.
Right? So, we can work through this.
But what about you?
Huh? Me?
My mother was your mother-in-law, right? So why didn't you come to the funeral?
Well, you understand, right? Mom has always been really demanding. She gets upset if I don't attend family things. I really wanted to attend the funeral. I wanted to be there for you.
But you prioritized the family gathering over your mother-in-law's funeral, over supporting me. Keeping your real mother happy was more important?
Don't say it like that. You're making it sound worse than it is.
Then how should I say it?
Well, you know Mom would never forgive me if I missed it.
And what about me? Did you think I would forgive you?
I thought you'd understand.
Oh, and the divorce isn't just because of what she said.
Huh?
She told me something. Apparently, you've been bad-mouthing me behind my back, saying I'm a worthless wife who can't even do housework.
I didn't say it like that. She's twisting my words.
Say it like that. So you did say something similar.
Well, I might have complained a bit, like wishing you'd help more with housework, but I didn't mean it the way she said.
What are you talking about? I do help properly.
But I do more than half of it.
Of course you do, because I'm the one working. You're basically a house husband.
But, you know, housework should be shared. That's what modern marriages are supposed to be like.
And I cooperate as much as I can. I come home exhausted from work and still help out.
But I'm honestly not good at housework, and compared to me, you're good at cooking, thorough with cleaning. There are things people are suited for and not suited for. I think the person who's better at it should do it.
I already help as much as I can.
Yeah, but...
Then should I work instead? Should we switch roles completely? I'm fine with that.
Well, You make good money, right? I don't think I could earn that much. And honestly, I've been out of work for a while now.
What is that supposed to mean? Then what exactly can you do?
Don't say things like that!
You're right. That was a bit harsh. I'm not trying to demand you be a breadwinner. I don't think men have to work. I didn't marry you because you do housework or because it benefits me.
You're right! So we can get past this, right?
But this situation made one thing crystal clear. You'll always prioritize your mother over me, and it's not like we're both drowning and you have to choose who to save first. When I was grieving my mother, you prioritized keeping your mother happy. Do you understand what that means?
I'm sorry. I'll come there right now. I'll explain to Mom that I need to be with you.
You don't get it at all. That's not what I'm talking about. The damage is already done. If we had kids in the future, you'd probably prioritize your mother over them too. Actually, before that, you've known she's been harassing me for years, Mark. Years. And you just kept pretending not to see it. How am I supposed to trust someone like that going forward?
That's not true. I care about you more than anything. You're my wife.
That has zero credibility. Your actions speak louder than your words.
It's true. Believe me, I'll prove it to you.
Then cut ties with your mother.
Huh? Cut ties? That's extreme, don't you think?
I told you. I never want to deal with that woman again. If you cut ties with her, I'll reconsider the divorce.
But she's my mother!
And my mother just died. Where were you when I needed you?
Give me some time to think about this.
Take all the time you need. But until you decide, we're done.
Hey, what the hell is going on?
What do you mean?
Mark told me he's cutting ties with me. He said something nonsensical about being horrible to you, that he can't stand by and watch me treat you badly anymore. Explain yourself.
There's nothing to explain. I just told Mark, cut ties with your mother or I'll divorce you.
What? Why would you say such a thing? What gives you the right?
Because I hate you, obviously.
How dare you? To say something so cruel after I welcomed you into our family.
Cruel? Really? I only did the same thing you did to me.
The same thing?
Did you forget? You told me if you don't come back, I'll make Mark divorce you.
That's completely different. That was about you being disrespectful.
How is it different?
It just is. You're manipulating my son, forcing him to choose between us.
I only did what you did to me. You forced a choice too. You have no right to complain.
What the hell? This doesn't make any sense. Why would Mark choose you over me? I'm his mother. I raised him. I gave birth to him. Mark is such a good boy. He always listens to everything I say. We have such a special bond.
That's not how you describe a man in his 30s. You're talking about him like he's a middle schooler. No wonder he can't function as an adult.
Shut up! There are all kinds of parent-child relationships. Just because yours was so distant doesn't mean ours is wrong.
Well, I won't deny that. Different families work differently.
Anyway, this is ridiculous. Why would Mark choose someone like you over his own mother who's loved him his whole life?
Because he can't survive without me financially, obviously.
Huh? Can't survive financially? What are you talking about? Mark has a good job. You're a useless wife who can't even do housework. Stop spouting nonsense.
If we're going by that logic. Your son doesn't work and can't even do housework, so he'd be a useless husband.
Doesn't work? What do you mean? Mark told me he's been working.
Exactly what I said. Mark is unemployed. Has been for over a year now. He quit his job saying he'd find a new one. but he barely looked for work and just became a house husband.
What? I never heard about this. He told me he got a promotion.
Of course not. He's been lying to you for over a year. That's why you treat me the way you do. You thought I was the one slacking off. You understand him better than I do, don't you?
Understand what? I don't understand anything right now.
Mark has a habit of running away. He runs from anything difficult or unpleasant. Confrontation, responsibility, hard choices. He couldn't tell his mother he quit his job to be a house husband. That's because of this tendency. He knew you'd be disappointed, so he just avoided it.
So it's true. He really isn't working. My son has been lying to me.
Yes, it's true. Which means I'm the one who's been sending you money every month. That monthly check you receive, that's from my salary, though that ends next month.
No way. The money was from you all this time?
Really, what a pathetic son you have.
Who's pathetic? It's not like men have to work these days. Gender roles are outdated.
That's rich coming from someone who said, a wife who can't do housework properly. You and your son are so convenient for yourselves. You change the rules whenever it suits you. Oh, and for the record, I'm not saying being unemployed is pathetic. Plenty of people are between jobs or choose different life paths. I'm talking about the habit of running away. He has no opinions of his own, just goes along with others. He skipped his mother-in-law's funeral because his mother told him to. Then he chooses to cut ties with his mother because his wife told him to. That's what I mean when I say he's pathetic.
You don't have to go that far. Mark is incredibly kind, way too good for someone like you. He's sensitive and caring.
I used to think so too. I really did. Well, anyway, I'll be going now. I need to get back to the funeral.
Wait! What are you going to do now?
Huh? Nothing. Why?
Don't play dumb. If this continues, Mark will really cut ties with me. You have to fix this.
That's right.
That's right? Don't you feel terrible about tearing a parent and child apart? We've been together his whole life. I raised him alone after his father left.
Don't make such a big deal over being cut off by your son. It's pathetic.
What? How can you say something so cruel? You don't understand what it's like.
That's strange. You were the one who told me not to make a big deal about my mother dying. Compared to a mother dying, being cut off by your son isn't that big of a deal, is it?
Those are completely different situations. Fine, I get it.
What do you get?
Yes, I was wrong. I shouldn't have said those things about your mother. I'll accept you as my daughter. I'll treat you better from now on. Is that good enough?
Of course not. I'll never accept you as my mother or mother-in-law.
Why not? I'm apologizing. Why would you say that?
Unless you understand why? No, even if you understood, it's too late. The damage is done. You're far too low class to be my mother.
What? How dare you?
See, you still don't get it. Goodbye, Helen.
Sarah, it's okay now!
Really?
Yeah, she was so persistent, but she finally gave up. She kept coming over and over. It was terrible. Every day for 2 weeks. At the end, I had to yell at her. I told her I couldn't take it anymore. It was the first time I ever yelled at someone. Mom was crying, but it couldn't be helped. She was horrible to you. I should have stood up to her years ago.
I see.
So, when are you coming back? I've been cleaning the apartment every day. I even cooked your favorite meal yesterday, just practicing.
About that, I'm never coming back to you.
What? Why? I did everything you asked.
Because I've come to dislike you, so let's get divorced.
Why? This isn't what you promised. You said you'd reconsider.
What promise?
That you wouldn't divorce me if I cut ties with my mother! I did it! I actually did it!
I never promised that. I only said I'd reconsider the divorce.
So you reconsidered, right?
Yeah, so I reconsidered and I've decided it's still impossible.
Why? I did what you told me to! I chose you over my own mother!
Yeah, and that's actually the biggest reason.
Huh? That's the biggest reason? That doesn't make any sense!
You know how I'm aggressive in both work and life. I have to give it my all or I'm not satisfied.
Yeah? But I thought you liked that I balanced you out!
Everyone around me is similar. That's why I was attracted to someone easygoing like you. I thought you had something I didn't. You seemed so calm, kind, and open-minded. Like you understood what's truly important in life. I thought you'd teach me to slow down, to appreciate things.
Then that's still true! I could still be that person!
But I was wrong. You're not calm. You just can't get angry. You're not kind. You're just cowardly. You're not open-minded. You just have no sense of self. You don't understand what's important. You don't think for yourself at all.
That's not fair!
It would be cruel to blame you entirely for this. Your mother's parenting was probably bad, too. It's obvious when you see it. You were spoiled rotten growing up, weren't you? Incredibly overprotected. No, over-controlling is more accurate. She did everything for you before you could even try, made all your decisions, and before you knew it, you became a person with no will of your own. That's probably why she hated me so much. To her, I'm the woman who stole the son she doted on, the son she molded into her perfect, obedient boy. But that doesn't mean I'll forgive either of you. Anyway, that's how it is.
Wait! What's going to happen now? Where am I supposed to go?
Like I said, divorce. I've already consulted with a lawyer. The paperwork is being prepared.
No! What am I supposed to do? I said such horrible things to Mom! I can't go back to her now!
It's time you became independent and learned to live on your own. You're 32 years old, Mark.
Why? This is tearing our parent-child relationship apart! You've ruined my relationship with my mother!
Yeah, so? I told your mother the same thing. Stop making such a big deal out of it. Mark kept trying to reconcile until the very end, but of course I ignored him. I left everything to my lawyer. Since there was no infidelity, the divorce wasn't simple, but there were no major problems. I had evidence of repeated harassment from my mother-in-law, screenshots, emails, voicemails, everything, and I argued that Mark had been complicit in it. The fact that he knew about the harassment and turned a blind eye was undeniable. I had witnesses who saw him ignore her behavior at family gatherings, so it wasn't entirely a lie. The divorce took some time, but was eventually finalized. Mark moved back in with his mother, but their relationship is terrible. His mother was verbally abused and told she was being cut off. She can't forget the things he said to her during those 2 weeks. And Mark has his own resentments toward his mother. From Mark's perspective, his mother's bullying caused the divorce. He blames her for destroying his marriage. His inability to look at himself and blame others is exactly his problem, but he'll probably never understand that. My monthly payments naturally stopped. Helen had been depending on that money for years, and on top of that, her unemployed 30-something son moved back in. Their life became immediately difficult, and their already strained relationship will only get worse from here. Mark will probably look for work, but given his year-long gap and lack of motivation, it won't be easy. And as things worsen, their lives will become even more chaotic. That parent and child's suffering has only just begun.